PS Plus free play 100% trophy challenge. Now, the very first thing I need to do is apologise for this not going up on Saturday. I have had audio problems and I am having to redo the audio. So, it doesn't matter because obviously it's only a highlight. So this is all that it would have been anyway. But, yep, I'm redoing it. So you'll be getting this on probably today, the Sunday. Even though there will be an Amiga Heaven as well. So if you've never seen Amiga Heaven before but you're watching this, take a look at that. That's just gone up as well. Yeah, so when I left it before was I had a fair way to go. You know, I hadn't progressed fantastically far, but I was really heavily focusing on just getting the bare minimum to complete the blocks of 10, because that's one achievement. Knowing I would have to go back and do them in silver and then again in gold, but I think quantity is better rather than focusing on just trying to get the silver or the gold and sticking on one level at a time. I felt it made more sense just to try and get whatever the best one that I could. So this was the final level in that block. Yeah, I'm finding, you know, I am getting better at spotting the line you have to take. But the reason I'm also focusing a lot on just doing kind of anything, whether it's gold, silver or bronze, just to get the first trophy, is because I'm pretty good at getting bronze without trying. As long as you cross the finish line, you can generally get bronze. I still hate the multi-track levels. They are just so hard. But I don't always use the gold ghost, because sometimes the gold ghost can make me a little bit depressed just to see how much further away. I smack that board every time. But this is a good example. You can pretty much get knocked around a good couple of times and still know you're probably going to get bronze. So yeah, this one's a bit longer. What I then start to do after this, which you'll notice on some of them, I try and do the multi-laps first. I want to do the multi-laps first, mostly because they take the longest for me. And you see there, what I did was I just restarted from that one thing, because I had only just left that checkpoint and I was already 2.5 laps. I really didn't want to do the whole thing again. See, another big whack there. You can see I'm not even really trying at this point. I'm kind of thinking, I'm just hoping it will be a bronze when I cross the line. But yeah, you'll see that I do try to do the multi-tracks first. They are some of the harder ones, and I do kind of just want to get them done and dusted, and then I focus on the individual tracks. Just cross the line, yay! There you go, it's a bronze. Bronze is good enough, and I've cleared it. And there's the first green on any medal. 7.9, it's not bad. Then I go to track 60. So this is another multi-track. I'm learning these tracks quite, because I've got a relatively good memory, and yeah, I'm very much learning what I need to do for a lot of these tracks, which is good for when I do come back to do the silver and the gold and the green. But I'm not going to talk about the green because I do have a few of these on gold, fractions away from the green, Trackmaster Pro, and I was surprised I was able to get that but it's still that fraction away, and I just could not do it. And I'm not trying it. I've had to back out because I will become obsessed with it. But yeah, so this one, I don't mind this level actually now. I'm finding the dirt levels, I hated them at first, but once you learn that you, on dirt and sand, that you have to turn a fair way before the turn itself, then actually they're not that bad. They're not that difficult. I'd say probably the hardest levels I've come across so far are the last set, when you're in a sports car, because the sports car, it feels like when you hold the brake to do a drift, it doesn't really drift. Doesn't really drift. So they are probably the hardest for me. Okay, so I'm on the last level. I'm on the last lap here anyway, and we're coming to the end. You don't know how many times I've hit that in the middle there. So many times. It's insane. Every single time I hit that, you know you have to restart. It's just not worth it. And we go. And there's another bronze, which is fine because that gives me my trophy. Now again, I know there's going to be some people out there who say that this isn't the way to do it. That I should probably be just focusing on them because I'm going to have to do them again in silver. That I may have to be doing. I'm going to have to do them in silver. I'm going to have to do them again on gold. And that I should really be just taking the time. You see there's a couple of golds in there. There's a couple of silvers in there. So I'll move on to the next block, 66. Now, if I can remember my recordings correctly, you will see this track again in a little bit later. Now you can see I hit the tree there. Yes, it's a sand level, and oh, I hate this level. So many times I've had to play this level. Just squeak under there. And that really saved me here. You can see my ghost there coming out of the water. Oh, I tell you, I hate this level. But you can see race, and over the line. Yay, there we go. There's a bronze. And there's another trophy for the green. That leaves one more block of 10. And this is track 80. Yes, it's another multi-track. There's also been a couple of the times when I come very, very close to silver or gold by literally a few tenths of a second. And I just want to give it another go, but it's not that kind of a game. You're not just going to redo it and get that little bit better. It will be another half an hour or so. It's just not worth it. Here we go. Yeah, so these levels, you see, I find with the other cars, they're so much more poignant at when you drift. You can see the dust coming off the tyres. And I'm finding on some of the tracks, it doesn't really work. Or it doesn't appear to work as much as others. Now, as of today, in 2 days, the new games are going to be announced for May. I'm very interested to see what they're going to be. I'm going to be doing something different this time, so I hope there's at least a couple of people watching this video. I'm going to... Oh, crashed into walls there, ignore that. I am going to release a video on Tuesday just to announce, just so I can say what the games are, what I think of them before I've played them, and give people who actually watch this, or that video specifically, a chance to vote on what game they want me to do the 100% trophy challenge on. And the vote will be on that video at the very beginning of the video. So for anyone who watches this and has friends and family, if they don't want to watch the video, they don't have to. They can just start it. They can just start it and just vote immediately. So they don't have to watch the video if they don't want to. There you go. That's the last one in the green. So I've now got all 4 any medals. They're all under 10%, which is a surprise because they're difficult, but they're not that hard. And you can see I've got a couple of golds, but you see now it's changed it so that where there's a missing block now, those are not in silver or higher. So I can see that I've got over half. I'm not doing that badly, but that is what I've got to do next. And obviously you will get an achievement when you complete an entire colour in silver. So this, track 29, is the last track in the first 40 that I need to get silver on all of them. So, again, I pretty much went and did the multi-tracks first. I was like, the multi-tracks need to be done first because they're harder. Whoosh, there it is, there's silver. There's silver. And there it is. Clear white on silver on every track. 4.7, that's not bad. 4.7% have got it. And I did it, and I did it. Now, some of them were just silvers, some of them were golds. And then obviously I cleared up a little bit. And then this was my final track. Here we go again, 66. Now, I said before I did this, oh my lord, I hate this level so much. I can already know, turn now to get round this corner. Don't go all the way round, so you can go through here. Turn left now. You want to either go at full speed or no speed to either go over or under. It's just not fun anymore. It's really not. But you can see I bounced a little bit. I'm finding it interesting that at the moment you hit that water, you bounce. Doesn't happen all the time, happens a hell of a lot though. There it is. And I got silver. And I got silver on all the greens. See, I did a lot more work this week. 2%. Only 2% have got that. And as you can see, I'm at exactly 50% of the achievements. Now that is actually where I'm at. I'm a little bit further, but that was where I was at when I finished this. So I've got to now get silver on all of the first run of silver tracks. That is not fun. It is. I'm not surprised it's only 0.6%. It is hard. But I'm working on it. We'll see how we get through at the end of the week. But like I said, on Tuesday, look out for a video about the game announcements. There will be a vote for the next game to be the 100% trophy challenge. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.